Okay, we are on cycle 2. We're on day 4, still looking at run, jump, throw, the world of track and field. So let's start by reviewing our team cooperation goal. Remember that we are going to work on explaining our ideas and telling why. So remember, think about what that looks like and what that sounds like for a minute. Okay, when you explain your ideas and tell why, you need to make sure that you are going back to the text and you're citing your evidence from the text. We are still working on summarizing our base words and endings, and we're going to be writing a descriptive paragraph. Let's look over our words real quick. So we have lightweight, which means not heavy. So remember, an object can be very lightweight, like my pen is lightweight. Spin means to twirl, like the dancers spin so fast they look like blurs on the stage. Sails, this kind of sails is flies, like frisbee sails through the air as you throw it. Pounds means hits hard. So the jackhammer pounds into the cement to break it into small pieces. Occur means to happen. 2 sporting events will occur today, so the school will be a busy place. Earn means to receive as a reward. Like you can earn rewards for attendance. Grandest is biggest or best. Julia is throwing her sister the grandest party anyone has ever seen. Compete means go up against someone as in a game or a contest. The 2 teams will compete for a trophy tomorrow. Okay, so you're going to make sure that you get your paper. Let me stop sharing for a second. So you're going to make sure you get your paper and you're going to go through and you're going to rate your words for day 4. Okay, go back to this. Okay, so let's quickly summarize what we have talked about last time. So when you summarize, you're going to look over your information. Let me stop sharing for a second so you can see it. Okay, so this is what you should have filled in more on your idea tree after reading pages 53 to 55. Okay, so we read more details about throwing events. We know that the shot put is a heavy metal ball that throwers hold near their shoulders and they push as far as they can. They might hop or skip to get speed. The world record throw is nearly 76 feet. The javelin is a lightweight spear. It's pointy. The thrower runs a little and then throws the javelin far. It sticks into the ground. And then we had the discus. The discus looks like a flat, heavy plate. The thrower spins in a circle and let's go. It sails very far. Remember, sails is to fly really far. It can also be dangerous, so there are usually nets in the discus throwing area. The hammer is like a shot put on a wire. So the thrower holds the wire, spins in a circle, and then lets it go. It gets its name because of the ancient Irish threw something that looked a little bit like a sledgehammer. Okay, so let's look at our question. Hopefully you got all those ideas added to your idea tree. Okay, so our question is, how did the hammer throw get its name? So think about that for a second. And you can always go back and look at page 55. Let me go back up here a little bit. Okay, where we talked about the hammer throw. So remember, the people in the ancient Ireland used to attach rocks to wooden handles to throw, and they looked like a sledgehammer. And the name stuck even though the throwers use a ball on a wire right now. Okay, we're going to go into our listening comprehension. I'm going to read to you page 56. This is part 4, competing. There are a number of different levels of track and field competition. Many high schools have track and field teams. Most colleges and universities have teams. Even some middle schools have them. Do schools in your area have track and field teams? Track and field competitions are called meets. During meets, teams from different schools compete against one another. Often, many schools come together for one meet. Bigger teams have one athlete for each event. Smaller teams have a few athletes for many events. Usually, the team with the most individual victories wins. Okay, so what we're going to do is add these to our idea tree. So let me stop sharing for a second. So thinking about what we just read on school track meets, we identified that as our main idea, and then we're going to use this and write a quick summary. So I need to add some important information from that passage. So we talked about how schools come together to compete for track meets. So I'm just going to put that on here. Schools come together to compete. And we know middle school and high school colleges have track meets. So I'm going to put MS for middle school and HS for high school. Colleges. Oh, and colleges, sorry. And colleges have track meets. And this is all from page 56. And then it also said the school with the most first place finishes wins. So I'm going to add that. With. Just like that. Okay, and so we're going to turn this into a summary, and I'm actually going to stop here and come back, and I will show you how to do that in just a second.